Carlins. Your host for the show is Marion Carlin and
Tia, also known as Tite by my bae. Thank you for joining us today.
we're going to have an amazing show.
We're going to talk about love, and
Wait.
mastering the art of coupling in your relationship. You are listening to Coupling with the Carlin.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Marion Carlin, and my princess, my boo, my everything, Tite Carlin.
Tia.
Tite Carlin.
Yes.
It's Friday. It is Friday. Can you believe it? We're here again, Tite, on another Friday day in June.
Yes, here we
And
are.
it has been an amazing week.
It has been an amazing week. It's gone by so quickly.
Absolutely. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Coupling with the Carlins.
Yes,
We're here
we are the Carlins.
We are the Carlins. We're here every single Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. and we appreciate each and every one of you guys
Thank you for listening in.
to us. KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio, live streaming 24/7, KBOB899.com. We appreciate you guys listening in.
Yes.
So, Tite, tell me something, gorgeous. How are you doing today?
Well.
I'm hyped.
I'm doing well. I was going to ask you, what do we do for people who maybe are tuning in for the first time?
Well, babe, I'll tell you this much. We are relationship.
I know what I do.
I know what you do. Right. And you know what you do. And I'm trying to make sure that your mic is up, babe, where people can hear you. Right. Yes.
I think I'm sounding richer.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Great.
Yes.
So, guys, we are relationship empowerment life coaches. We've been in the game for a minute, like 13 years separate and together. We've helped over 9,000 couples, 18,000 people by now. And we help couples transform their lives by rekindling, restoring,
and retaining
tell
more
them, T,
love
in your marriage and relationship. And we do
yes.
this by keeping it 100 and keeping it real, because
Yes.
we both know that relationship, when you really commit to it,
Work.
it is mega work. It's not
Yes.
just the shine that
Not
everybody
the shine.
sees. It's the foundation that goes beyond that in the background and what
It's
you're
not
really
even
committed
the
to.
sunshine that other people see.
Yeah, that's right too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we've been doing it for a long time. We're very
Mhm.
passionate. You can reach us at carlincoupling.com. You can reach us on Facebook, Carlin Coupling Code.
You could check our Instagram, but
Yeah.
that's a point of contention right now.
We are getting our Instagram
Yes,
up
we will
and
be.
ready, and boy, do we
Yes.
have an amazing show for you
Giveaways at the end of
today.
this show.
We've got some
For people that
powerful
came out to
giveaways.
see us at the
Boy,
music festival.
a
which
couple
was
weeks
so much
ago,
fun.
the music festival, Bobby Eden
So much
Music
fun. We
Festival
have to
was
post some
off
of those
the
pictures.
freaking
We have some
chain.
great pictures from the festival.
Oh my God, all the artists were incredible. Charlie Red and all the
Yes,
other
we were
artists were incredible. Tony Mason was
Yes.
incredible. Oh my God,
Mhm.
Faye Moffat was off the chain. It was just
Yes.
impeccable. And I think that there are
And
more.
Kayla, I'm going to get your gift card to you very soon.
Oh, yes, Miss Kayla. Yeah, you
Yes.
got a gift card and all the other winners, which we'll be telling you guys and communicating to you the winners that happened today. Right, T?
Yes, we will. We'll have new winners today. And yes, we're relationship empowerment coaches. We work with couples and people in committed, significant relationships.
That's exactly right.
We all know that in a relationship and just as a person,
Yes.
we have our own blind spots.
Absolutely.
And lack of self-awareness. We all know that we get caught in those same traps.
Yep, absolutely.
With communication and just the things that life throw at us, because life is very long and short. And, as individuals in the world trying to come together as one, as a couple, that it's a lot of work. And
mega work.
And in order to do it, because your marriage is your greatest
commodity, ministry, just everything.
Absolutely.
You've got to understand that with a relationship and marriage and everything, that the divorce rate is off the chain. Everybody knows that. 75% of people who have gotten married, 75% of the divorce rate is that high around the global world.
50 for first. Over 70
for second marriages. And then
for Black women, it's generally first marriage over the age of 50. So sometimes we might have a significant relationship, but maybe not an actual marriage that has occurred until we're in those latter years, possibly after our children are older. and those kinds of things. So we believe that a family is what you make it and what you put together, and biology is not
claim family.
Right.
Biology does not claim. Thank God that both of us, thank God that both of us had parents who were in ministry, who just loved people.
Yes.
And you didn't have to be biologically related to be related spiritually and emotionally to those people.
Yes.
Because, in today's society, relationships are complex. And because of that, boy, do we have, wave to the audience, everybody, boy, do we have an amazing show for you today with these two. And we're going to get into it here shortly. Absolutely.
That lives right here in the Tulsa community.
Boy, doing damage.
To share.
Yes.
We love to tell those Tulsa love stories. We do. We want to know who's in our community. We want to know the love that's being created and retained, and we want to know who the people we see out are, and because everyone has a beautiful story, and we just love to celebrate love. And when you can get back to the roots,
that's good to you.
Where your love story began, we always take, when we're coaching couples, we always want to take them back to that place.
The beginning love story?
The beginning. Because,
I feel like it's a place where, in understanding your love story, it's a place where you need to keep rekindling that.
Yes.
And never losing sight of what you decided to make a decision and sacrifice emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and why you all chose to be.
Memory.
Of course, and why you all chose to be with one another. So real quick, before we get into these two, and wave to the audience one more time, guys. These two are part of our KBO family. We're going to introduce them in a KBOB family. We're going to introduce them in a minute. And before I do that, thank you, Ramal. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, of course, Sir Bobby. Thank you so much for this opportunity that you've given all of the radio DJs and radio talk show hosts a platform and an opportunity to connect with Tulsa, North Tulsa, Black Tulsa, and then Tulsa in general, and everywhere else, because we're on a global platform. That's right.
You can get Facebook, if you can get the internet, then you can find our show.
Yes, you can reach us.
It's not just FM only.
It's not. And people can watch the rebroadcast on KBOB 899.com. You can find us on that Facebook page, and you can find us on the Carlin Coupling Code, which we take these broadcast, everybody, and then you can watch the show again.
Sure can, because there's no excuse that you're not off work on Friday.
That's exactly
till 5 o'clock.
That's exactly.
Watch the rebroadcast. You got the whole weekend. You're not doing something the whole weekend.
No. And so our commitment to that, and I agree with that, is just to give you guys nuggets each and every Friday that you might have an opportunity to have an incredible date night. You might have the opportunity to have not only an incredible date night, but this would feed into the weekend that the Carlins have given you a nugget, a Carlin Coupling Code key that you might want to implement on your date night and over the weekend, that you can facilitate these things that we've been teaching for over 13 years. That work that allows you to make your relationship successful, especially when you have God at the helm. I just have to keep it 100 and keep it real. So Tia, before we
to something,
you better higher than yourself. Absolutely. So real quick, before we get into it, and right before we introduce these two, how your week's been? Good? Everything?
My week has been really good. I'm trying to remember what the week has been like.
All right.
It's just been so much. I feel like we had so many things going on. And
we did. We're
honestly,
busy.
I've been doing a lot of reading this week.
Yes.
Painting and my coaching.
Yes. You've been doing a lot of that.
I've been giving myself a little me time, which feels really good.
Okay, well, that's good.
That's very refreshed.
Men, give your wives and significant others that me time.
Yes.
You gotta do it. Don't be jealous. She is with you. She's made a commitment to you, right? She's chosen you. But give your wife and significant other that me time.
Yes. I noticed that I'll admit something. I will give myself my me time where I don't want to be disturbed.
Yes.
And then when I come in the house and I'm around you and you're having your me time, I feel like I should just immediately interrupt it because I'm done with my me time. I'm like, now it's our we time. I gave you should have had your me time while I was having mine.
Give me my me time, Marion.
All the things
now
I'm done with my me time.
Yeah. I want we time.
Yes, and then
And
you're
here's
like,
the thing.
it's 2:00 in the morning.
And no,
yeah.
but it doesn't matter because here's the thing.
Mhm.
I prayed for you. That's real talk. I fasted for you. That's real talk.
That's right.
I had faith for you. That's real talk. I have been single. I have been married. I have been divorced. I've been single again and married again and still learning in this process. So cats who are listening and ladies who are listening, I'm here to tell you that there's hope, that I know that you are going to pray and get your man where he needs to be. And I know that you are going to pray and to get your significant other where he needs to be. She and he needs to be at the right
Yes,
place
we
of
need to be
basically
together,
surrendering to one another.
Yes.
And which is
yes.
what is the whole, circumference of our whole show is bringing
Yes.
togetherness and love and rekindling, restoring, and retaining
and
more
prioritizing your
and then
relationship.
dealing with the real. We deal here with the real. We have to. It's a part of our body of work and being committed to. You know what? In relationships, it's just hard, and people have a story, and people also have a struggle.
Yes.
They
And
have a
I
story
also
and a
just
struggle.
don't have any personal restraints, so it's
No.
just inevitable
Well, we
that I'm
don't.
going to just
Yeah.
say
So, babe.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I understand. Right before we introduce these two, real quick, just keep it at 100. How has your boy over here? And you're laughing. You're
Liz
so funny.
just texted me and said, "Can I call in? I have so much to say."
Okay, yeah, she can if she wants.
Call in.
You guys can always call in at 918-856-3873. We're ready. We're ready.
Yes, we're ready.
But right before we do that, we're getting ready to introduce. Just today, this week, how has your boy been over here? As far as how has Marion been?
I told you I can barely remember the week.
So what would you rate me from 1 to 10? Or I might be in negative energy. Let's keep it 100.
What time period?
Let's keep it
24 hours.
24 hours.
48
I'm gonna go
hours,
24 hours.
The
24
entire
hours.
week.
No. Don't rate me on the entire week. Just 24 hours.
I don't know. Some of it's my own. Some of it's me. So I got to take my own personal responsibility.
Okay.
We'll get to it later.
Okay, we'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. We have now.
You're doing great, babe. Honestly,
I'm trying.
It's about the try.
I'm trying, and
about the effort.
There it is.
It's about the consistency.
There it is. It is, and I'm trying. I'm trying. You taught me a lot. I was in singlism. I came out of singlism. It's and that's something that we're working on that book. That's a whole nother story. So moving forward, listen to this. Today we have these two extraordinary wave, everybody. We have these two extraordinary individuals who are actually a part of the KBOB family now. KBOB family. We have, yes, Sir Walter and Miss Misty.
Yes.
Hello. Let me make sure that you guys can be heard. Give a shout out to everybody, guys.
Hello, everybody. Brother Bear's on the microphone.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hello, it's Miss Devon B on the MIC.
Oh, there it is.
We not have great voices going here. We got some real.
Oh, it's no joke. He got some heat. I mean, Ramon knows what he's doing. He's not just going to put anybody on the radio. Come on now.
Just talking before the show. These beautiful people have done a beautiful service for all of us that live in this country.
Clap. Big time.
They are veterans.
Veterans. Seriously.
Yes,
we salute veterans.
I have mad respect for veterans.
Yes.
My father is a veteran.
Yes.
It's just top notch. We have so many people in our family, young people that are in our family and in our family.
Yes.
That are enlisted into the military currently and going into the military. We just have so much respect, and we'd love to just hear you guys' take. But first, we want you to just introduce yourselves.
Absolutely.
Just however you like to do. I don't want to speak for you.
Okay. This is Brother Bear, a.k.a. Walter Shoemade.
Come on.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yes.
Baby.
Hi, it's Miss Devon B. I am so excited to be here, and I am absolutely fantastic today. Got my makeup done just right.
Oh, okay.
You're looking great, sis.
Okay.
All I know is you're looking great. Walter, you're looking great. Misty, you're looking great. So tell us a little bit about you guys, where you're from. Are you originally from Tulsa? How did you get here? What was your first love story? But introduce yourselves, and we're just excited for you all, contributing into the KBOB family. Thank you, Bobby Eaton. Thank you, Ramal, because you're going to be on Ramal's show on, is that Thursdays?
Thursdays at 4 p.m.
There it is. Thursdays at 4 p.m. talking about veteran issues, correct?
That is
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Things that involve veterans. I can't wait to hear that show because I have so many things that I want to hear, and actually, I'd love to have a conversation. Just things that I learned after my dad passed. Just certain things that I didn't even know were available for veterans. For veterans take advantage of, and
Right
just
on.
a lot of benefits that are out there that a lot of veterans aren't aware of.
That's
We
good.
want to always make sure that we're taking really great care of our veterans when they're coming home, and
Yeah.
making sure that they have access to all the services
Yeah.
and benefits that are available to them. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
They are well earned and
Yes,
deserved.
so we just both want to salute you again. I just seriously
Yes.
thank you for
So,
your service
what
and your
branch?
gifts.
Very much.
So,
I'm
yeah.
Army.
Unless I missed it, because I was singing a song in my head just a few minutes
Yes,
ago.
yes.
I was
I-
thinking about that Notorious B.I.G. song about "Tell me where something where you're from." Okay, so anyway,
Okay.
So-
Yes. So Walter,
Yes.
give us a little bit about you. Thank
Yes.
you so much. Give us a little bit about you, bro,
Okay.
and how your military career led into, of course, the show. But then we want to get into how you two met in this whole sequence of love, and we were talking about loving,
Yes.
rekindling, restoring, and retaining relationship. But go ahead, bro. Share with the listeners.
My name is Walter Shoemate. I am originally from Tulsa.
Okay.
I've been
High
here.
school.
Yes, high school Booker T.
Okay.
Come on.
Yes.
BT
Graduation,
Dub.
you came out. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
2001.
Come
on, bro.
2001.
All right.
I actually met Misty for the first time at Booker T.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of y'all
Okay.
are Booker T. Washington. Okay.
Well, I am also from the North Side. I'm a North Sider rider for sure.
Okay.
North Side of Rider.
I went to both Booker T and McLean.
Okay.
I
Okay.
graduated class of 2003.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we met at Booker T on the bus. We rode the same bus.
Nothing's
Met
like
at
the
Booker
bus.
T on the
Nothing's like the
bus.
bus.
So let's take it all the way back real quick, since you guys, we've gone that far. Did you have a thing for Misty?
Wait, we gotta get.
I know, I'm ready though. I'm ready.
They met on the bus.
I met on the bus. They
So
met.
did you see
Did you
each
have
other
a-
before you met?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to kind of jump forward
Yeah.
and then backwards
Jump
first.
forward,
We have to jump
backward, and
forward
all
and then
around.
backwards.
Let's make it do what it do.
Because we met online and we did not recognize each other.
That
Wow.
is so good.
And we chatted for like months,
Time
not even
frame.
knowing who we were.
Time frame.
Not knowing who
So
each other
this
were.
was what year?
Yeah, time
This
frame.
was
Last year.
end of last year.
Okay, so
In
we're
the
talking
2020.
2020.
So
Okay.
2020, you guys connected on the internet,
Mhm.
right?
But had met.
But we didn't know who each other were because
Right.
he looks different and I look different. It's ninth grade we're talking
Right.
about. I was in ninth grade. He
Absolutely.
was in.
I mean, I
11th,
look like
yeah.
I did when I was in ninth grade, but
Yeah, I
some
know I
people
don't.
don't.
I
Well, I used to have these big glasses.
I'm absolutely kidding.
I had big glasses. I had eye surgery in the military.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
And I also had my teeth were different. I had braces since
Yes.
ninth grade.
Beautiful
I
smile,
had
beautiful smile,
adult
beautiful
braces,
smile. I get
too.
it. All right,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
in the ninth grade, just real quick, did you say Misty Miss, what's up in the ninth? Even though you
Something
didn't
about
fully
Jessica.
step,
Well,
bro.
here's the thing. We were talking. We were, somewhat friends. But before I could get to any of that level,
Yeah.
her
Mhm.
brother saw us talking, and I guess he recognized his sister's signs of liking someone. And,
Yes.
my signs of liking her. And
Oh, she's
he
got
broke everything up.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Your brother.
No, her brother.
My
Her
brother was
brother.
in his
Her
grade.
brother.
Got it.
Yes.
And
Oh.
I was
When
a
you were
couple
in
grades below
I got it.
them.
Yes,
Yeah.
and brothers say ta ta ta
Yeah,
ta.
he
No.
jumped in
And
there.
I have a little sister as well, and I've had to
Yes.
do it too. So
Right.
I gave him that respect.
Right.
So,
Now
Yeah.
that
I
would
relate
be
to
your
that.
little
I
sister.
relate to that.
I get that. That'd be Miss Rose.
Yes,
Latoya, yeah,
that's
Miss
Latoya.
Latoya.
Yes.
Shout out Latoya. You know we
Shout
got
out
love
Latoya
for you.
Rose,
Shout out
Rose Tech
Latoya
Solutions.
Rose Tech. Come on
Absolutely,
now,
right
bring it.
there in
But
the
so-
Greenwood
so-
district.
When
That's
my
right.
brother approached him, like it's kind of a funny. I wanted him to tell the story all the way
Okay, yeah, we
Tell
do.
it.
because what happened was Booker T. There's 2 lunches.
Okay.
And
What
if
had
you're
happened
like-
was-
Like on, let's say it's the second lunch. If you're on the second lunch, sometimes you'll get out early. So we
Right.
would get out early and we would just chop it up on the bus or just waiting on the bus. And my brother saw me talking to him too many times, I guess.
Yes. And he,
Yeah, oh,
he
yeah,
being
and he
2
came
years older, that
Mhm.
was like,
Yeah, he came up. He was like, "Hey, man, stop talking to my sister, Buster."
Yeah.
And the reason why that stands out, there's this movie called The Wood with a character
I love
named
The Wood.
Stacy.
I love the one.
And
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
he had that real type of California
Right on.
I
accent.
love the
Right
word
on, right on.
Buster.
It stuck with me forever.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my sister, Buster.
Remember, he's like,
My
dang.
sister Buster.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And so we
You
didn't
gotta
talk
really do the
anymore.
R.
Mhm.
Buster.
Buster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to listen.
Oh, yeah,
the
definitely.
older brother
Older lady.
said that's what
I
you
remember the
did.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I said I had 4 fathers. I had 3 older brothers and a dad, and then that's not even including my brother's friends and all of them. I
No.
have so many. So
Oh, yeah.
yes, you have all of that parental
So
supervision.
when we met online,
Yeah.
on
Where did you meet online, though?
Yeah.
oh god,
What platform?
What site?
What
It is a
platform?
Because I've
platform
never
named
been a
Tag.
part of
Okay,
that.
I can already
Wait,
tell just real
which one?
quick,
Which one?
quid pro quo. We're gonna need probably a part 2 already.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
probably.
Yes,
he
this
likes
is going
to
a lot of
yeah.
components
He
to this,
likes
but go
to
ahead.
early
Yeah,
come in.
early
Yeah.
commit.
Like,
But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So where'd you meet on? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Black
a-
people meet.
No,
it's
no.
actually-
Black people meet.
I really don't know.
we met on Tag, but Tag is more black people. It really
I've
is.
never
I
even
didn't know
heard
that.
A lot of women give up on Tag because Tag
Okay.
has more like kind of thuggier guys on it.
Okay.
But
Well,
me,
I know I can
Wow.
recommend that
Okay.
to some friends I know.
But you know,
I actually heard from
So-
a thug friend of mine.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
exactly. He heard from his thug friend. He was like, get on Tag. There's black women
Yeah,
there.
we have a
This is-
whole.
Yeah, in Tulsa,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of sites with black people on it.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
kind of stuck to Tagged because I feel like the same people are on whatever site. They're just oh, I'll just get on this side or that side.
Yes.
And I just always stuck with it. But I have friends who they totally abandoned Tagged. They're like, I can't do this. This guy ain't got no job. This guy's this and this guy's
Mhm.
that and nudies and everything. So-
Yeah. Mhm.
So we met on there. When we met, I have a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages. I have a huge
Oh.
following on Tagged.
So
Okay.
So when he messaged me, I didn't
deep
really.
in the game, in the DM
TAG.
game.
Yeah.
Somebody's deep on the DM game, and it ain't you all.
And he had just got divorced, so he didn't have a lot of following or a lot of.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Thank
Internet
God,
presence.
I got
because we
that.
would have
Yeah.
been alarmed had you had a big following.
Yeah.
Right.
So when we met, he messaged me a couple times because I don't really answer the messages on there. And so I said, well, he double messaged. You know, there's a thing called a double message.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? Okay.
Double message. He
Let me
came at her 2
explain.
times.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Yes,
He said,
yeah.
I want to
Explain
know
what the
you.
message
Okay.
double message is.
2 times.
First,
2
he said, her. I said, can I have this dance? There was no response.
Ooh, I like
And
that.
I have this
so I
dance.
said,
This
you know what?
He buttered me up.
Don't worry about it. You know, have a good time though.
Right.
You know, nice.
Right.
You know,
It's also
Nice
okay.
talk.
Okay.
You feel a little rejected?
a little bit. I was
Okay.
like, you know, but you know, that's the nature in it. Just move on.
Mhm.
You know, but she messaged back,
Yeah.
Okay.
and we started chatting.
I messaged back. We
And
started
what did
chatting.
you say? He said, "Can I have this dance?" And you said,
Well, I was like, well, I was kind of busy when you.
"I don't know if you see that I have a lot of people. I'm
Uh-huh. Okay.
gonna throw you through my filter."
So we started chatting, and he just had really good conversation. Like
Okay.
I
can
always tell
see
myself,
that.
like
I can see
if they
that.
have good conversation, I'm gonna stick to you until you upset
Right.
me. You know?
Right. Yeah.
When you red flag me, then
That's
it's
real.
on. You know, I'm
Mhm.
out.
And red flag is what, Misty Miss?
A red flag is
Something
like,
stupid.
Yeah.
what's your bra size? You know?
Mhm. Show me
okay.
this.
Exactly.
Do you have any photos
Okay.
of?
All right.
Mhm.
So did you both even know when you met on Tag that you had both been in the military?
We did know that.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And you, Walter, you were
Have
in
you ever
the
heard of Tag Babe?
No, babe. I haven't.
Oh, 'cause he
the only
was
thing I've
single a
heard,
lot
the only
longer,
thing
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
is just you. No, I don't know. I was in a blue robe
Okay.
back in the day
Let's
coaching.
not take it all the way.
No,
but
but we
okay.
just keep it 100 here.
Yeah.
Before you, I
There's
was
some-
praying and fasting, but no, I
There's
don't.
some internets.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
okay.
some-
Here you go,
yeah,
clowning. Here you
okay.
go, clowning. Here we go. Here we
Let's
go.
Remember.
Here we
let's
go.
remember.
Okay. Here we go.
So I asked him where he was from, and he
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, well, I'm from North Carolina."
No, I said
So-
I'm from Tulsa.
Okay.
Because I don't really date guys from Tulsa, but
Oh,
somehow he
I
related
know.
it to North Carolina.
Reason being.
Because
you know
because
everybody.
everybody knows each other. Everybody's related.
Everybody
My grandfather
know each
in
other
Bartlesville
here.
had 30 kids, so it's like
What?
seriously. So
Okay,
I'm
what's
just
his
like
last name?
Abraham.
Okay,
Abraham, father of many nations.
Exactly.
Stars in the sky. You wasn't kidding.
Exactly.
You took that prophetic word seriously.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I would it's just too creepy. Like even I've
Mhm.
met people and then found out they're my cousins. Like,
Yeah,
we
right.
just
Oh
we
my
just
God.
magnetized and then we're cousins. So.
Yeah. I
I
get that.
actually found a picture of my grandfather's obituary in my ex-boyfriend's photo album. I was like, why were you at
Why
my
are we talking about
grandfather's?
ex-boyfriends? They
I
usually
just
be
was
talking about me.
giving
Oh,
relations.
she's
Yeah.
jealous in the
And
piece.
you know, the first time we met, I actually told you that I
Yeah.
thought that we looked alike.
Yeah,
so I
of
was
course,
like,
yeah.
I think we might be because
Yeah,
I
it's also
understand
small.
that because
Yeah.
it's like I don't know how
We
we
all
might be
came in.
related. We
We
might,
all came up
You don't
in here
wanna-
from
Yeah.
the Trail of
Yeah.
Tears. All of us
Yeah.
got here
but you're
from the
not
trail.
really from
That's
Tulsa.
true.
So.
I'm Oklahoma City. That's Oklahoma
Close enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's close
very
enough.
close.
It's
Yeah.
close.
Mhm. So
Okay.
So then on Tagged, we got all this through, and then we kind of find out we didn't exchange names.
Okay.
So when we finally exchanged names, he's like, "I'm Walter," and I'm like, "Walter, Walter, kind of familiar. I didn't know a guy named Walter." I used to know, my mama knew a guy named Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'm like, nah, but it can't be him. It can't be. Okay. So we're talking on the phone. And my memory just went shoo, 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 shoo.
I call that subitizing.
Yes. So as soon as when he called me, I said, you know what? We know each other.
Yes.
And he's like, no, we don't. I'm like, yes, we do. And I'm trying to tell him who I am.
He's
He still
like,
doesn't know who I am.
He's scared. He's like, oh, no, we
I
don't.
was.
Okay, so let me chime in here just real quick. This back to you. So in that same moment, Tia and I, we were having a discussion on the phone. I'm gonna hand this mic right back to you guys. But she did say that, hey, I don't know if you know, but I'm Tia from Walmart. And I had that same kind of epiphany, like, what?
I said,
what?
You already know me.
What? What? We already know each other? Like, you were the dream? You were something, you were the unobtainable? You were the unobtainable?
I was like, how dare you forget me?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
I had to show him a picture. I'm like, this is me.
I get that. I get that. So in that moment, tell us more about
but
that.
You know, you guys
moment.
liked how you looked currently.
Yes.
You saw pictures on tags. So
Yeah.
it just,
I couldn't believe he was him. Like when and my mom knew his dad. Like when I was a kid, I would hear my mom go, Walter, Walter, Walter. And my mom would be telling her friends a story. And Walter said this. And so I was like, and kind of find out that Walter is his dad. So my mom knew his dad for 20 years. Isn't that crazy?
Are your parents still living?
Yes. My mom is. And then also his brother is one of my cousin and brother's friends from back in the day.
Yes.
So we have like a lot of different little connections.
And we had the same childhood doctor.
Oh, we had the same childhood doctor, Dr. English. Dr. English.
Really?
Shout out to Dr. English. R.I.P.
Really
Rest in love. We love him.
Right.
You know.
That's really cool.
And so what made it at this juncture? What made it click, guys? What made it click?
So, okay, we're still on the exchange.
I know, I get it.
Online.
I get it.
One of the things that I think made it click is our birthdays are 6 months apart.
Okay.
We're half birthday twins. Yeah.
Oh,
6
I
months.
love
So
that.
birthdays are when?
January,
July,
okay.
day of what day of the month?
Oh, I'm 4th.
So
on the 22nd.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm a cybersecurity, so I had to should I say this?
Yeah.
already?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
Nobody's
tell
gonna
me something. You can.
My stalkers hopefully aren't listening.
Yes, absolutely.
So when that moment occurred and you all realized that you knew each other, Tia, I bet you they probably connected like we did.
Or yes.
What do you think, Walter?
I don't know how they connected.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I don't know if they connected like
to fill you in, it was just like, I'm Tia from Walmart, and it was
they had
like
real
time
history
stopped.
though. Like
Yeah.
let's not give any
I'm just
impression
saying.
that we had.
Yeah.
We did not
Like
have
we weren't really
No.
deep in each
No,
other
we
when we were
didn't.
younger, but
Okay.
we both could. Also, another way we knew each other. Get this.
Mm-hmm.
We were both in the church circuit through North Tulsa.
I
I
like how
went
you
to
say.
Capernaum.
I like how you say church circuit.
We were.
Oh, it's
And-
definitely a circle.
Yes,
Yeah.
all the Baptist churches would visit each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my church visited his church because their church had the nice bathroom.
Okay.
Oh,
It had
yes.
the pink and the roses and, stuff and it smelled
Yes.
good. See, our bathroom was tiny, so we
Yeah.
loved visiting their church. And I would see him, his mom, and his sister, and they all looked alike. So I never forgot them.
Got it.
Plus, at my age, you always peeping the kids your age.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like,
That's what we do.
He might know how to sing.
2 years up, 2 years down.
Shout out to New Heights Christian Center.
Okay.
Shout outs to Capernaum Missionary Baptist.
Okay.
So how did the dynamic change once you guys realized who you were?
Oh, our families, we just love each other so much.
No, like once you guys found out, like
Oh,
I know
right.
you, I know you.
How did it get in the real?
I think that we instantly clicked even more. We were clicking already. And then she brought out the picture and I was like, I know exactly who you are. I remember all the conversations.
And
we
it,
had.
did it go all the way back to stay away from us? Don't talk to my sister.
We talked about that.
Don't talk to my sister.
So we were on phone conversations by this time.
Yes.
Is that-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Were
So-
we
and I know you
texting?
love the voice. You guys both have great voices.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. It was
okay.
chemistry.
Okay.
That's
All
fine.
that, yeah.
Okay. So how long did that go on between the time of you all knowing who you were and then the time of saying, you know what, I think this is it?
Or what? Let's
I
go
already
on a
knew.
date.
I already
Yeah,
knew.
or a
Yeah.
date.
I already knew. In fact, I told all my friends and my mom, like, this dude's about to be the dude. I knew.
Oh.
Like, even before we met.
Okay.
You know.
Again?
Yeah.
Before
for
you
the
met
second-
again?
Even before we met in person from
Yeah.
the internet.
Yes.
Wow,
that's
wow.
great. You just could
for
feel the
me,
flow.
yeah, it was
Yeah. Go ahead,
very,
Walter.
very quick.
Speak on it, bro.
Very, very quickly. I was very,
Speak on it.
shy about it because, I just got divorced.
Divorce. That's what
Right.
I'm
About 2 years. It was
Let's talk about
finalized recently, but it's been about 2 3-year separation.
Real talk.
Takes about 45 years to get a divorce.
Yeah. 45.
We
Literally
understand.
45. Yeah. Even
Right.
after you're divorced, it's still divorce crap going on. It's real talk.
Right.
That's what we do. What we do, bro. I get it.
Mhm.
Definitely,
I get
but it wasn't a long time. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
say exactly how long, but it wasn't long at all.
Right on.
Yes, yeah.
We were just clicking on every level.
Yeah.
Every
Mhm.
level that came up. we
Mhm.
clicked.
So date comes. What do you guys decide to do?
Right.
This was like COVID was barely like I think we were still in COVID lockdown.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
So there's lots of good
Right.
conversations.
Yeah.
So to this date, how
Definitely.
long have you guys been together? To date from today, how long has it been?
6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Okay, 6 months in the game,
Uh-huh.
right? But you knew each other back in high school,
Definitely.
and then
Yeah.
there's been a ton of rekindling, restoring, and retaining, like just because of the foundation in the church circuit,
Yes.
knowing who each.
There's
Don't talk to
something
my
that's
sister.
so special about
Yeah,
when
right.
you are acquainted with someone's family already, because you're already
Mm-hmm.
pulling so much information that you already know from that person. It's like if you knew, that those relationships,
Mhm.
you know that they kind of are in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
You have the same kind of root core belief
Mhm.
system,
Background.
values,
Absolutely.
Same neighborhood, same
Yes.
economic status,
right?
all of that.
Absolutely.
That's a
Same
team
type of
relationship course.
education.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And so you found out you were both ex-military.
Mhm. In fact, I don't even date guys that are not either military or collegiate
Why?
because
Why?
we don't have anything in common. We can't. We don't even
Elaborate
have,
on that. Elaborate on that.
Because I was in the nuclear Navy.
Mhm.
So I'm just like a nerd. And I always go back
Yes.
to the things I learned in the Navy or things I learned in college.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I've been in like 4 or 5 colleges. So it's like
Got it.
people who are not
Got it.
either of those things, they get irritated with me quickly because they're like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I
Yes.
can't
Right.
relate.
Right.
You have to be able to relate to something with your significant other. The
Yes.
opposites attract thing, I just don't believe in it.
Okay.
You have
I
to
get
have
that.
some commonalities.
So
Mhm.
you're Navy, Walter is Army,
Mhm.
and then if you were military, which was a huge plus in relating to you. So what did that conversation look like with your experiences? Do you feel like both, because of the fact that both of you all were in the Navy and in the Army, that there was a real bondification that was taking place?
I think we gave each other a real shot, and we were really honest with each other because of that reason. Because we know if each other has been through what the other one's been through,
Yes.
it's not a time to play games.
Right,
Just put
right.
all your cards on the
Mhm.
table, and let's see, are we a match? And I
Yes.
think that's what happened.
Mhm.
And there's something very fearless about veterans. Like,
Yes.
Okay.
it just takes a lot of courage to be in the military and to have made it and have a story to tell.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud. My mom is very proud.
Mhm.
His dad is very proud.
Right.
So
Speaking of courage, I've got a question.
Made each of you decide to go into the service? What made you enlist?
Well, there was a lot of education benefits. There was a
Mhm.
lot of job security. Getting to travel,
Okay.
see the world. I got to go to South Korea.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Okay.
got to learn how to.
Was something that you knew you wanted to do, or was it kind of like you met with a recruiter and it?
Actually, I have a lot of family that's in the military.
Okay.
My
Okay.
Me
dad
too.
served in the
Mhm.
Air Force. My grandfather also served. I forget what branch. My uncle Duke served. He was in the
My grandfather was
Vietnam
military.
War,
Mhm.
actually.
And
And
So
I
you
have
guys are military rooted.
Mhm.
Now that
Yes,
makes
definitely.
a big difference too,
Mhm.
because that's a different mindset, different
of structure.
lifestyle.
Ton of
Yes,
structure.
absolutely.
Mhm.
definitely.
Exactly.
Mhm.
For me, I have a ton of reasons. One, I needed tooth insurance. I had a feeling
Yeah.
that popped out, and I'm
Teeth.
digging in the feeling
Hey,
like every day.
dental
Like,
insurance.
Say it and mean it.
I get
You
it.
know,
dental
Mhm.
insurance. I ended up getting a big bonus because I had my degree already.
Mhm.
Right.
So I got a bigger bonus than most of the people.
It's funny when you do have an education, you come into the military. It's like you can come in as an officer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Listed,
You
like
can.
higher
You get a lot of
listed.
benefits
Higher
over
rank,
other
right.
people. Also, it created a job for me.
Mhm.
I became an electronics technician.
Okay.
I learned how to solder. I went on to continue to solder electronics.
Right.
It created. I gained a great mentor.
Mhm.
I gained great job experience. My baby was free. I had her when I was in the military. Paid
Wow.
nothing.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to be a mom one day, and that
Right.
insurance is like a big deal.
It is.
You know.
It is.
It
Do you
is.
both still receive benefits in the military now that you're out of the? Do you get all the? I know that you may be, but people may want to know. People may want to still know. Tia's laughing at me. But, right.
I personally
Yeah.
used the GI Bill in college.
Mhm.
I was
understand.
able to
Hallelujah.
utilize the
It's-
GI
That's
Bill.
awesome.
I went
And I
to
had
yeah.
scholarships, so it was just my pocket money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
So-
Yeah, I went to
Cool.
grad school. I paid nothing.
That's
completed
awesome.
my MBA. Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
well,
hard
when
work.
you
It's a lot
risk
of
your
discipline.
life for the entire, free world, you should be benefited.
Mhm.
Amen.
Amen.
And then you also know that someone has a deep level of commitment when you're
Mhm.
dealing with someone who's military.
Yeah.
So you guys find that out. That's the commonality. It's COVID time. You guys are talking on the phone, bonding. You know each other. COVID ends, or you guys decide that you're safe and you go on a date, and what happens?
What if
Fire.
Is that yeah? That sounds like
What's
is
so
that
funny
Wind and
is-
Fire? Yeah, it's
and
funny.
he tried to kiss me.
Yeah,
And I was
now
so
we're getting
shocked.
where I
Right
I
on,
was
bro.
so
Walter,
shocked.
pound me.
You came in
Come
on him?
Gotta go for it. You better.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Even rejected. You can't come
Yeah.
weak in the game.
Yeah.
No. Not with alpha female. You got to come with the strength, bro.
I was shocked. I was like, oh, he just tried to kiss me.
That's
but then
right.
I just leaned
Right
in.
away,
after
or
that.
Walter,
How-
my man.
how-
After
soon?
talking for like a few hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He gave
Yeah.
it some time. He
Brother,
was-
Yeah.
no.
It's been
Okay.
some hours
He
now.
felt the. We both felt the sparks,
Where were
but he
you
felt them a
guys?
little more.
Where
Maybe
did you go?
That's so good.
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
What
That's
did
so
you
good.
have on?
That's so good. Yeah. That's so good. He got the
it's
visual.
Walter's turn to talk.
That's what I want to know.
Walter had the
He
visual
brought the
Steve.
sexy.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
already know Misty Miss brought the
Was he
sexy.
smelling good?
Yeah.
What was-
Well, yes, I did bathe. I showered.
Yeah,
I used
yeah,
deodorant
yeah.
and cologne.
Okay, okay.
The whole grooming
Right.
aspect.
Right.
We got
Yeah.
that together.
Right.
And yes, I went over there with my best smile on.
Okay.
He came over to my house. Okay.
That's so good.
And I cleaned the whole house up. You already know my
Yes.
rules. Smelled like
Mhm.
bleach and incense.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So and we just sat down on the couch and chopped it up.
Yeah, okay.
That's all. And then
Just
Yeah.
conversations flowing,
yeah.
conversations
And I don't like this.
flowing.
I don't this spaghetti strap dress. It's like a high low. You know, I'm a fashion girl.
Okay.
That's why you
High-
put
It's high in the front, low in the back.
Low in the back.
Good up.
Oh, for sure. That's
Party
why you
in the
want to put
front.
that spaghetti
Party in the
strap.
front,
I like my
church girl in the back.
Spaghetti.
Exactly.
So
Saturday night in the front, Saturday
Yeah.
morning in the back.
come on, right? So with all of that said, and the kiss and everything.
But we
You-
hadn't even really got to the kiss, though.
I
Okay,
understand,
okay, yeah,
but
let's
the kiss took
rewind.
place.
Yeah.
The kiss took place.
So let's rewind. Okay, I'll tell you like it is. I'm gonna give it to you raw.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
thank
so
you.
what happened was COVID's ending. So this is like the weekend COVID lockdowns ending. So
Okay.
everybody who's anybody
6 months,
had
November.
plans for that weekend. Like
that's,
either
that's October, November of 2020.
well, no, this
That's
is
6 months
actually was this January? This was January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe we were a little after because this was back when
You said when it was ending.
yes,
When
But-
it was ending.
but socially when people started to get back together.
Right. Okay.
This is
More
like-
socially, not like they
Okay.
the CDC
Okay,
said.
okay, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
exactly.
Too analytical over
Yeah.
here.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
we didn't do anything that much different during COVID.
No.
so.
Yeah.
No. Right,
so
right.
so this was January.
Okay.
I mean, we had been like people had been out, but it was like heavy mask
Right.
period. And then
Everybody
even
looked like Mortal Kombat characters.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
so I invited him over. We sat and watched TV, and I don't even remember what we watched.
Mhm.
And we just talked, and that's it. And then he got up and walked. We walked toward the door, and in my mind, I'm like, he might try to kiss me.
So what color was the dress she had on?
It was blue. It had some red. It had some black and white. And
Okay.
a diamond pattern. They were in the formation.
Bro was
of
dialed in.
kind of like this, but just make all this diamonds. It
Okay.
was like that in certain
Mhm.
spots, all the way down here,
Oh,
like this, and it had these little this trim at the bottom of it. That kind of
You did it right for an at-home date.
yes, I do remember.
You
I
didn't
do
even do
remember
joggers. You did
very
it
well
straight.
this outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
What's,
If you remember what he had on?
No, she don't.
I just remember looking at his beard and his locks a lot,
Okay.
and I remember being like almost like in shock because I don't remember him looking like this.
Ooh.
He looked so much more innocent, and not to say he's not
Shocked in a
innocent.
good. Shocked in a good
Innocent
way.
is good.
But that's
Innocent
because
is
my
good.
mother was a pastor and I was a pastor's kid and I was raised to be a
Yeah.
pastor.
Third
So-
generation myself, bro. I
Mhm.
feel you.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so I was, we both have locks, and it was just
Mhm.
like I don't remember what he had on because I was just looking at his lips the whole time.
Oh,
Okay.
So that
Okay.
Then they came in for you.
So
Okay.
so we have
So we
So-
had instant kiss chemistry. I think everything's in a kiss. I think they're so many things that are exposed and told through a kiss. It's like the ultimate level of connection and exchange. So the kiss was
money.
Oh no! Well, the first kiss, I pushed him off.
Yeah,
he tried to kiss me, and I pushed him off.
I was like,
she likes the first reject. She likes the reject first.
She called me.
Misty Miss ain't messing. Misty Miss ain't messing around. But Walt was like, you ain't fooling me. I don't give a care about rejection. I'm gonna come strong again.
He had to double tag her.
You can reject me this time, but I'm still coming with the swag. I'm gonna come right back at you. Deny me once. I'm coming again. Twice. That's right. Three times a lady up in here.
So the first kiss didn't really happen.
No, but then I was like, well, I think I do want to give him a kiss.
Come on.
You wanted to give him a kiss. You just didn't want to give him a kiss. You didn't want to seem like you wanted to give him a kiss.
That's what it was.
Hey, don't be reading me.
So
I don't just be kissing everybody.
So with all of that, so with all of that said, chemistry was my man Walt, brother KBOB, brother right here, pound. We KBOB family up in here.
Oh yeah,
right.
Oh, yeah.
So with all of that, no, it's all good. The next step from there was you all were connected. There was a connection. Mm-hmm. So what did it look like to the listeners? Because you all are a blended family. Mm-hmm. You definitely both have been in relationships and married, right? Yeah. You've been single, right? You've been divorced, and now you two have found each other. Mm-hmm. What does that look like in your relationship diagram? In establishing a foundation of
who doesn't like it? Who wasn't for this? Who wasn't for this?
Right, because
was anybody against it?
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
exactly.
What were the haters say?
Right.
What did the haters say?
Because everybody's like, I want love.
Until you get it.
Until you get it, or until you see someone else have it.
Yeah.
Some of my friends kind of
hate. Yeah, they just want to overanalyze. I went like this.
And that's on the man side, and that's on the female side. It's like, why are you hate? I'm actually happy. Mm-hmm. And you can't be happy for me, but you say you love me? Mm-hmm. What did that look like?
Was it friendships or some family members?
Friends and our moms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, moms.
We can talk about moms. We can talk about their moms. We talk about moms. I know, God knows. I love my mom. God knows already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they say mama's boys, whatever, they make, you know what? They make good husbands and they make good fathers. I think so. I think so. So that's always a dynamic.
Did your mom tell you that?
Well, I'm just saying. Going. I'm just saying. Mama's boys. They make good husbands.
Until you're about 30. And then it's not cute anymore.
No, try that part. Plus 40. Let's try plus 40. But like that dynamic. And so you two found each other. Great. You two have been to the military. Great. You two have been through divorce. Great. Now you two found each other again, and you know that this is real. This is something that you want. You both have kids, possibly. I don't know. Right? No. Yes.
She does. I do not.
Okay. So in your blended family, you have how many kids?
One.
Okay. Good. So then, what did that look like? As far as just like now, we're together. We're happy. We've got a blended family. We've got one.
Well, if mamas aren't happy.
Yeah. I get it.
The mothers are pleased.
Okay,
my daughter loved Walter.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
She loves him still. I mean,
yes.
Mm-hmm. And how old is she?
She's 10 years old.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I remember that age. That's always good. That's a good age.
We know you remember all the ages.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Are you guys possibly planning on adding to the family, or you don't know? Or you playing it by ear? Or?
I think we're just playing it by ear, but if the day should come, we would be happy.
Things go down, things happen.
Things go down.
That's so true.
That dress gets worn again. Cuddle time on the couch. You know how things happen.
Things do happen.
Yes.
What would you both say is the one of your hardships in your relationship? Because all relationships have hardships. All of them.
They're still 6 months in.
Yeah, but still, it could be just friends hate, but there's hardship. Once that you truly find love, the opposite of love and and if you really think about it, is the devourer. That's, I believe this, spiritually. So anytime that there's love, there's hate, present. Just
the opposite of love
Right.
isn't hate. The opposite of love is just
Fear?
like no, it's like
what would you
Indifference?
say?
just indifference. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I would say the
Indifference.
opposite. I would say the full opposite of love is if you're loving somebody.
When you
Opposite
hate
of that
someone,
would be
there's still a
complete.
little bit. There's a
fire.
reason.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, but there's a
fire.
thin line
You
between
have
love
to
and hate, but
care
it's
about
easy.
them enough to hate
Yeah.
them. So
Love is sacrifice.
indifference is just I don't love you and I don't care
Yeah.
what you do
Yeah.
for the rest of your life.
But,
So
but most people are not necessarily just indifferent, which I agree with that to a degree.
Mhm.
Most people, because there's a fine line between love and hate, there's just like, why is it, Paul said in his word, why is it that when I want to do good, love is, evil is right there lurking? It's just right there. Like
Right on.
fleshly things are just fleshly things.
Mhm.
That's not what we should be abiding by.
Mhm.
So
True.
what was the question?
Jesus said in his word,
Okay.
it's just like,
Question is, what's
So-
the struggle?
yeah,
Well,
like what's your heart? Every
I would
relationship
say-
has it.
I would say a struggle that we have is just outside people, kind of
Thank you.
testing our relationship in the things of
Unpack
would
that
they-
a little bit.
Okay.
Take your time on that.
we
Unpack
took a
that
trip.
for the listeners.
Thank
Yes, we
you.
took a
Yeah.
trip to
Real
Texas.
talk. Okay.
Had a good time.
Right.
And we were walking around downtown, hot, sweaty, long line, good food,
Right.
sitting there eating. Some lady is, staring at me. I can't pay him no mind because the ribs, brother. It's,
Yeah,
like
too-
they had the sauce.
The
Yeah,
company.
right.
Yeah,
The company.
we were in
These
Austin.
ribs, the ribs.
Oh
You
my
focus.
goodness.
You
No,
focus.
the barbecue joint.
Oh, okay.
Barbecue.
It was,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
on fire.
Terry
Yeah.
Blacks, I believe the name of it.
Okay. You focus on
Amazing
the
food.
ribs. Okay.
Yes.
It was so good. And they were staring, and she got a little upset, but she realized, I would have had nothing to do with these women anyway.
These
Nothing with these peasants.
He gives
Away
off like
from
such
me.
a fatherly vibe that he attracts women who like that
Right.
fatherly vibe.
Yes,
Women who like a good,
daddy issues.
a good hairy,
broken.
a good bounty man. That's what he gives. So I'm sitting here like in the background looking at some
I'm with
woman twerking in front of my man, So it's like,
Boundaries.
And
He doesn't even
a
know
man
it
is
sometimes.
always more appealing when he's with a woman. Nobody
that
wants
every
anybody
time.
that nobody else wants.
Yeah.
Always
I mean,
and forever.
yeah.
Preach,
The minute
baby.
you get with somebody, everybody loves
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Everybody wants to be with you.
Absolutely.
When you're by yourself.
Then nobody.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
nobody
And so we're still
wants it.
adjusting to the people, everybody adjusting to us being together.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for us.
Right. And then just making sure that you guys are really centered in that.
Mhm.
Making sure you insulate certain things. You're not overly talking about what you guys have going on between you
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
other people, because it's so important, because your friends will always remember the worst things that you say about your partner
Yeah.
Mhm.
before the good things. It'll be like, but
I don't know
remember
why
when he
that
did
is, but that's
this?
so
But
Yeah.
remember that. It's like,
Mhm.
please don't keep. You've got
Yeah.
to make
Mhm.
sure that what you're sharing
It's
is
fruitful.
is
It's
fruitful,
fruitful.
but not too fruitful.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah, we know that one. Your
Because-
grandma said it. Don't tell
Right.
people about your
Right.
man. Grandma said, "Don't tell people about your man." If you don't know, okay. So if you don't know, and I know women I
He's
grew up
good, but
with.
he's not that
Yeah.
good.
Exactly. Yeah.
He
He do a little
is that
something.
good, but it ain't nobody else's business but your business.
Yes.
Right? He is that good, but you don't
Yeah.
be telling your
Mhm.
confidants
Yes.
how amazing. I don't know why that is, but there's a lot of truth to that.
I
You
know.
know
Mhm.
why
Because
it
you
is?
really
I
have
can
to
tell you why. Have you ever
speak
seen
on
The
it.
Bachelorette?
Yeah, I've seen
Mhm.
it.
That's the reason.
I get it.
Mhm.
Women can be very competitive.
And
Mhm.
also women
They're
can be
like,
very
oh, if he's gonna do that for her,
territorial.
I want some of that in my life.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's good.
absolutely.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so just that insulation part. But you guys are really solid. You guys, I won't go. Do you guys see each other every day?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
That's a great
Absolutely.
question.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great question. Who does the
Yes.
cooking?
We both cook, actually.
Okay.
But I do the
She does
the get
She
down,
does
get down.
gourmet, amazing meals. That,
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
That look so
I-
wonderful on
right.
pictures.
Yes.
I do macaroni and cheese. Tia comes out with the Charleston's
That's not
leg like
true.
that.
Oh no, I can make
We
some
both-
salmon. I can make
No,
some
he
chicken.
can-
I
he
can
can
make a
cook
lot
really
of
well.
different
Yeah,
things.
but I'm not-
He hasn't
I'm a
even
great-
had my best food. I've reserved that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you may never get
Still?
it.
We might need to unpack that. See, we're
Yeah.
still unpacking.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been
Should be a
cooking
part
my
of the
whole
Carlin- Yeah,
life.
should be a part of the Carlin Coupling Cold Tools to it. I mean,
No, I'm just saying that,
Yeah.
there was a time in my life when I had a lot of time to cook and do recipes, and I'm a very phasey person, and that's not what phase I'm in. Maybe it'll come back.
Right.
We'll see.
But a lot of the reason why I cook so much is for my daughter, because I want her to, just know good food.
Now that is the truth. If you, for all single men, hear this. If you want a hot meal, be with a woman who has a child to feed, because she will then give you the food that her child didn't eat.
Leftovers.
Yes, you will get a meal because she has to feed her children. Now, when she is done feeding her child and the child is gone, you may not eat quite as much as you did when she was responsible for it.
So you must cook yourself.
Not
You must
necessarily.
learn how to cook yourself before that time.
I'm just saying
my word.
the cooking changes, But then there's other benefits because you're empty nesters, and there's other things that you get to engage in more of. So.
Here's a question I have.
Cartwheels.
You guys definitely seem like you're in some serious rekindling, restoring, and retaining more love. It feels building. So you're in that I'm responsible for my own being and my relationship of keeping this thing whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you experienced so far who is not happy about that whole?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Who's not
I don't
happy
know.
Right. I'm saying, have you experienced in the vernacular of you all knowing who you are and what your relationship is and what it means to so many
people?
Right. Have you experienced real people not being happy for your marriage and relationship?
Yeah.
I think our families like us together. Overall, they're just kind of weird about it.
Yeah. It's an adjustment anytime you bring someone so much into your life and they're incorporated. Even if they like them, they're like, are they going to be around so much? Or
I think that's why
are they invited everywhere we go? Or what's this going to look like? And all of those things.
Also, my dad is from Ghana, so we had to talk about dowry stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Dowry's real. Africans are real with dowries. Trust me.
And I just found out about it. I was like, really? It's very interesting to me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dowries are real in Africa. I understand that. Yeah, I get that totally.
That's why we're together.
Look, we're together on a whole nother level. Beautiful. We're together.
That dowry got high on you.
Oh,
you had to walk away from that.
Oh, listen at you. 100. We keep it 100 right there. Carlin Copeland go. We keep it Copeland with the Carlin. We keep it 100. Have you seen do you all have your own relationship goals that you want to achieve?
Relationship goals.
Yeah.
You mean how long we want to be together?
Right.
Not
is
how long you want to be together.
Right. Is marriage Is marriage in the making in this play? Or is it just y'all don't know? Or have you talked about it?
We've definitely talked, and I think it could be in the works for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So what would that look like for you? Let's go down a fun little girl fun.
Oh, I already have it all planned out.
Thank you.
And so if you got that, no, that's already done. So what would be? That's already done. She's got it planned out. She's got it planned out. She's got it planned out. We just show up.
Okay, cool. We can move on now.
We can move on.
We don't have to wait. We don't have to stay there.
You're coming. You're coming, right? Yeah. You tell me where to be. I'm going to be there. You got everything planned. I just need to make sure I got the finances.
What we were discussing at 6 months and what happened were two totally different things.
Okay.
So what he was saying at 6 months was, I don't even know why I was like, I don't know who you're talking to. We're not even going to have to do that. I was like, that's
true too, T. That's true. Did either of you, that's true, babe. Did either of you have any time where you were out there on tag, out there, just mess, that you both fell into a slump of singleism?
Yes, but it wasn't that quick because I quickly was like, this isn't.
It wasn't comfortable for you.
It's not comfortable.
Yes.
It wasn't the most enjoyable. I think love does something to connection with a partner. I think love does.
If you've had love, to not have love feels so uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when that love comes back, you're like, oh, this feels good. I like this ebb and flow. I like this partnership, even with whatever tension comes with it. It's like you like that exchange. That
for me, there's something I've always looked for in a guy that I get from Walter.
Okay, like 3 things.
Okay, for example, I know he can relate to the things I went through growing up.
Okay,
relatability.
Growing up.
Wonderful.
You know, like economically, we fit in that same thing growing up.
Okay.
So, because I remember,
but like, not anymore. You got to let go of that mindset.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So imagine me being with some guys, like say some random guy, and they're like, "Oh, how was your childhood?" And I'm like, "Oh, I came from roaches and rats, cocaine and crack." And they're like, "Oh, girl, we ain't never gonna see each other again." You know, so it's like you have to be with somebody, you know, who can relate, and we can really relate on that level. Compared to
that was my problem. Like, what was your childhood? I was like, it was rainbows and butterflies and ethereal happenings. And then like, I have nothing. I don't even know how to understand what you're talking about.
That's so true.
It was the same but opposite. Yeah.
Yes.
So
but I do know. I understand like that relatability.
It's the same. It doesn't matter which side you're on.
Okay.
It's like you feel like, oh, we're gonna have this great relationship because I know we meet in these ways, and then once you get to know each other, it's like we really don't. But with me and him, we really do.
Right.
So it's kind of like I tell I've talked with other women. Because when you're a little girl, you're like, oh, I want my man to be like this. Like I want him to tell good jokes. I want him to be a storyteller. I want him to just have a nice warm hug. And I just want him to make me breakfast. You know, all of those things. You know,
so similar background was one. So then the second one was what?
Just things that you're attracted to, like attractions.
She said hugs. She said,
did he do that?
He's all those things.
Okay, so he was funny.
Yeah.
He was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tall. You know, I'm a tall girl.
He had it locked. He had that beard going. Yeah. All the okay. Good man.
So for me, it's
same religious views. Both Baptists.
I would just say spiritual. I don't want to just pigeonhole myself into one.
Exactly.
You don't want to get in the one say it always say discussion.
Right. I've got all that's fine and dandy, and that feels good. That's great. Relationship takes a lot of work. Okay, let me air this out to play this out. Okay, for myself, being in who I am, I can work and run and gun and work and run and gun and work and run and gun. I'm like an Energizer battery. I can
when it's things he wants to do.
When it's things I want to do, air that out to play it out, and I can go and go and go and go and go. I thrived when I lived in New York. That pace, I did not stop. 16, 18-hour days. Hang tight with me, babe. Hang tight.
You know,
that's a part of just I can be like that. It's kind of my DNA. With all that being said, in every relationship struggles. You got a calling, you got an anointing, you got purpose, but we live in this flesh and we are who we are. And in order to make a relationship work, you have to adapt. So with us, I have to get to a point where I have to being a covering for Tia, I have to slow down. In order to cover her, I can't keep my wife at that pace. Well, Marion, why are you?
Anyone can keep a pace when they're doing the things that they want to do. So it's like it's a divide. Like if we were only doing things I wanted to do, I could probably go all day.
Right, exactly.
So we just flow it different. I would consider myself a much more, and this is funny because none of my friends will agree with this, but comparatively, I'm a laid back person.
Yeah, comparatively. You're like
to other people.
Comparatively to me.
Yeah, he's more laid back than me.
So with all that being said, and I'm keeping a fast pace, and in order to cover my wife, I need to slow that down. What's one of the components? Right. What's one of the components to make your relationship work? That is necessarily, a strength is a weakness and a weakness can be a strength. What's one of those things in your relationship that you guys know in order to continue to make it work? What do you have to both be aware of?
You have to stretch
of each other.
I think, just personally, I think that we should both be aware of our emotional state at the time. And if we are sensitive to that, I think that we can talk to each other and be, get to any place.
So for me, like, I had a kind of hard life.
Okay.
So it's easy for me to just be hard.
I appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate the real.
And I think that he wants somebody much more nurturing and much more like genteel.
I get it.
Because I'm like a former bodybuilder.
I'm a nurturing spirit myself.
Right.
So.
And he's more of that. Yeah,
He's
more of
it's
that.
not even
Yeah.
necessarily the feeling; it's the way in which how things land.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so maybe you're communicating the same exact emotion,
And that's
but
actually
just the
happened
way
before.
it presents sounds maybe harsher
Different.
to
Yeah.
you than I like to tell Marion all the time. I'm like, flower things more. I like flowery.
He does
words.
that to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
I don't
true.
say nothing about no
Absolutely.
flowers.
Not flowering, but he.
But that's a
similar
good
like
ability.
sprinkle
Yeah.
some sprinkles on it to make
How
it
you
sound
start a
nicer.
conversation is in the direction of how it's going to go. We teach that in the Carlin Coupling Code.
Mhm.
So with all that being
And we always
said,
talk about men in tone, but
Right.
women in tone is also very important.
it's very important.
Yeah,
It's
the
very
way in
important. You seem to bring a very gentile nature and a calming nature. This is what I'm picking up at
Mhm.
9,000
I feel
people
calm
coaches.
and gentle over
Right,
here.
right. I'm thinking, right.
You know?
That you bring that essence. You bring that to me. I can easily be a very intense person. I don't mean
Yeah,
to be.
me
That's
too.
a part of just
Oh,
who
yeah.
I am, right in your face. That's just, if there's a challenge, if there's an obstacle, if there's an enemy, I'm
Yes.
that kind of dude.
He
I'm like,
loves obstacles.
And
Right.
enemies, right on.
right.
Yeah. So
That's just the 100.
For example, just to kind of explain even to the listeners, because we're kind of having this inside conversation.
And we've got to close here shortly, but it's already been an hour. But go ahead, babe.
But what I was going to say was the way in which, like, Marion we can talk about the same event, and if we're celebrating it, he will celebrate the overcoming of something.
Mhm.
Like, this is what the triumph was, and my celebration of something was, what was the fun part? Like, what was the feeling after the triumph? Like, where was the joy in it? So I've had to learn to interpret when he's saying actually when you're talking about triumphs, that it's like, oh, that's like he's celebrating something. Like, I used to think it was complaining, when it's like, no, that's a celebration. And I think he used to think that I was probably more aloof and just, like, who only wants to focus on great things. And, it's just that kind of mindset. So there's an adaptability that goes with that. So I definitely understand that. I really think it works really well, though, with you being the female and having the strength, and you being I think that really can balance each other very well. So and it has been an hour, and I didn't even get to 90% of my questions.
No. Which lets me to believe that, you guys, there has to be a part 2 to this. But before we close, real quick, tell the listeners and everybody what you guys are going to be doing. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah, talk about yourselves.
What you guys are going to be doing real quickly on your show with Ramal now, being veterans in the military.
Yes.
Well, we are going to be talking a lot about to many other veterans, and we're going to be just trying to get all of the veterans on one page and
educate people that aren't veterans.
And
Exactly.
people who are veterans who maybe not know, how to reach out when they need a hand,
Yes.
So we're going to be just talking about that, mental health, and just a lot of aspects that veterans have to deal with. Just
near and dear to
being
my
around
heart.
civilians sometimes.
Yes.
Exactly.
No offense, civilians.
No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm not offended.
We wouldn't have our freedom if it wasn't for individuals like both of you who were both clapping, that made a decision to serve in the military for our freedom. So we both salute you both, honestly, and we thank you.
Absolutely. It's
We
a
thank
lifelong sacrifice.
It's a
No matter
lifelong
how long you've
Yes.
enlisted, it's a
Absolutely.
lifelong sacrifice, and it doesn't just affect you; it affects all the people around you.
That's
So,
exactly.
what do you guys? Is there anything that you guys are doing?
Currently, I am down at Big A Bail Bonds on Greenwood, 118 North Greenwood.
Okay.
If you all have a charge or a fine, call 428-6169.
Okay.
Is there a lot of tag people that you?
No.
Oh, okay.
We generally deal with things in their office.
Oh, I'm just saying. Did you see a lot of the people from the bails bond on tag?
I cannot divulge that
you can.
information.
Okay.
I got
I understand.
And then you can catch me at Rose Tax Solutions
Yes.
on
I'm
Greenwood.
gonna
Right
catch
across the
you
street.
there. I am going to catch.
And then
you
also we'll have
there.
Duke Durant next week. Comedian
Awesome.
Duke Durant,
Awesome.
U.S.
On our
Navy
show.
veteran.
Awesome.
Yes.
On
Thursday at 4
on
o'clock.
the show with Ramal, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes,
So
and
everybody
when's the
can
show?
find both of you guys
When is
for
the show?
Thursdays.
Thursday at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, 4 p.m. You can find you guys.
And you will find them again here as soon as they agree.
No, they're already agreeing. So, Walter, I'm calling you out. Walter and Misty Miss, we're doing a part 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can do it too.
Okay, we're gonna get that right. And so, guys, you guys have been listening to Coupling with the Carlins.
And I have raffle winners. Should we
just
put
real
them on
quick.
Our website?
No. Just real quick. No, babe. Let's do it. Bobby's gonna grace us. Let's do it just real quick. Guys, here's the drum roll just real quick. Raffle winners.
Danny and Stephanie Butler. Brooktown Brewery gift card for $25.
Say it again, babe.
Danny and Stephanie Butler.
Danny and Stephanie
Butler.
Getting
a text.
Yes.
About your Brooktown Brewery gift card. That's the downtown location.
Downtown or the midtown location. Yes, okay. Yes, babe. Okay.
Alexandria Moore. You have one Urban Outfitters gift card, $25. I love Urban Outfitters.
Oh, they're the best. Okay.
They are by my house.
Okay.
Okay, and they have fun, cute.
Yes, we'll be sending you a text, Alexandra. Yes, you've won too.
Our social media ally will be sending you a text.
That's exactly right.
And then Wayne and Frida Buckley, you have gotten Doc's
Seafood and Oyster Bar. Wow.
$50. Check out brunch and mimosas and shrimp and grits is all I have to say.
They're the best. So guys,
and Wayne and Frida, when you do decide to go to Doc's, just give us a call. We'll meet you down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So. Absolutely. So guys, you've been listening to Coupling. Wave at the audience, everybody. You guys have been listening to Walter and Misty. They're going to be on every single Friday with Ramal, Brother Ramal. Shout out.
I can't wait to have them come back because I have 1,000 more questions.
Yeah, on every single Thursday, 4 p.m. with Ramal, talking about veterans and the military. Absolutely. And you guys can always reach us, the Carlin Coupling Code at carlincouplingcode.com. And you can reach us at KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio, live streaming 24/7, KBOB 899.com. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank you, Ramal. Thank you, Bobby Eaton. Thank you, thank you for serving our country. Thank you, the Bobby Eaton Radio family. Absolutely. So, guys, in closing, I've got a goodie, but a wonderful, but a goodie. You know what? These ladies have made us feel so real. I have Patrice Rushen. I love Patrice Rushen. Here we go. Patrice Rushen feels so real. We'll see you next time, everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless, everybody. God bless. Have a great week. Have a great week. Cheers and God bless. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Friday.